If we look at data centers around the world, we will see that the server density reaches new heights. While the typical power density per rack might still be around 6 to 10 kilowatts in most of the data centers, the picture looks totally different for the area of high-performance computing or even public and private cloud infrastructures. In scale-out scenarios where you have dozens or even hundreds of space-optimized servers, the power density per rack might easily exceed 30 kilowatts. In other words, you could supply up to 10 houses with heating and warm water with that amount of energy. Power densities like this represent a real challenge to data center operators. Not only has the power supply to be planned accordingly, but as well the data center cooling. Removing that amount of energy out of the data center is both complicated and expensive. We at Fujitsu now have a solution for that. With our Cool-Central Liquid cooling technology, you can remove a large part of the heat directly at its source. Both PRIMERGY CX400 multi-node servers are now available in a special liquid cooling version. In these systems, 2 redundant pumps and cold plates on the CPU and memory modules capture between 70 and 80% of the server's heat. The liquid cooling sets in the servers are connected to a coolant distribution unit via tubes with quick connects. Very low liquid pressures on the server side and dripless double-sealed connectors guarantee highest protection against liquid spills. The coolant distribution unit is attached to the back of the rack, where it does not occupy valuable rack height units. Heated coolant from the servers enters the CDU and is routed to liquid heat exchangers mounted inside. Now the heat is transferred to cooler facilities water, which can be as hot as 40 degrees Celsius. The liquid then exits the rack at a scorching 60 degrees Celsius. Heat can be removed from facilities water with an outdoor dry cooler or a cooling tower. Both are capable of utilizing 100% free ambient outdoor air for cooling year-round in nearly every location on Earth. The high exit water temperatures provided by the CDU make waste heat recovery of server energy possible. The recycled energy is capable of providing space heating, water heating and even space cooling via heat pump systems. Back in our air-cooled data center, we need much less cold air to run servers comfortably. This is because air is only cooling components that don't generate much heat. This has 2 important impacts. First, less air conditioning is needed, reducing the energy used to cool the data center. Second, the server's fans run slower, which leads to 8% lower total power draw. Fujitsu's Cool-Central Liquid cooling technology provides free cooling for roughly 80% of the rack's power draw. In comparison to traditional air-cooled environments, you can save over 50% of the energy needed to cool the data center. Because maximum heat loads per rack don't really matter anymore, data centers can now be built smaller and denser with a lower cost cooling infrastructure. With lower energy needed for cooling, data centers can now use a larger share of their energy capacity to run servers on. So that's Fujitsu's Cool-Central Liquid cooling technology in a nutshell.